And then inside the tanks, we've got 2,000 liter capacity tanks. And then they've got agitators that keep agitating so that we don't get cream separation, right, in the milk before it's homogenized. And then once we know what we want to do with the milk, because we either can make yogurts and we can actually also have it as just pasteurized milk. However, we are not yet pasteurized, we are not yet selling our pasteurized milk because it requires a lot of cold chain. So what we then do is, what we've got right here, we've got a pasteurizer, right? So we're using plate heat exchangers, right? So our milk passes through those pipes, and that's where we've got our plate heat exchanger with 3 phases right there. So what it does is we've got steam, right, that is generated. So the steam that is generated passes through the pipes, and then our milk, which is cold, passes through the pipe that has got hot water, and that is how we heat it up. So we can pasteurize it up to 60 degrees Celsius so that we can be able to homogenize it. So this is the homogenizer that we've got in the milking parlor, and what this homogenizer does is we are just trying to break down all the fat globules that are within the milk so that there is no separation during processing. And then after homogenizing the milk at 60 degrees Celsius, it goes back into pasteurization so that it is ready for processing. When we are processing things like yogurt, right, when we heat up the milk, we still need to cool it down so that we can actually inoculate our bacteria, because we use our starter cultures are bacteria. And from our basic knowledge of biology, we know that our bacteria actually operate at optimum temperature. So we lower down the temperature from 72 degrees, which is our pasteurization temperature, so that we lower it down to 42 degrees, which is suitable for the yogurt culture. And then what we've got in there, those are the holding tanks, right? So we lower down the milk to 42 degrees Celsius in the holding tanks, and then we inoculate with the culture. So what we are doing right here is we are just doing a stirred type of a yogurt, right? So we've got 2 types of yogurt. We've got the stirred type, and then we also have the set type. So when we are doing the set type, we add everything all at once: the starter culture, the flavors, and the stabilizers all at once, and the preservative. But if we're doing the stirred type, we ferment it at first, right, and then we add maybe the flavors later on, because what we are actually doing is, as the daily processing, we are moving towards a sustainable production where we are actually utilizing our indigenous fruits that we've got locally available in Zimbabwe to actually make flavorants of our yogurts themselves. At the end, you'll find our flavors having baobab. We also have baobab, which is mauyu. We also have tubu. We've got combinations of baobab, ginger, cinnamon. So all of that, we then do that after the fermentation process. So basically, the fermentation process, we still hold it at 42 degrees Celsius, and we can ferment it for up to 12 hours. And then after 12 hours, we then package. So all of our packaging is also automated yet to try and reduce human handling so that we reduce cases of spoilage, whereby sometimes you see that you've got yogurts on the shelf, but then they're bursting. So we've tried to minimize that by having a semi-automated. So our